Hello student, let's start today with introduction to polymer chemistry. I have covered all the PYQs over here. Let's start with the first PYQ, that's previous year questions. Write chemical reactions involved in the preparation of nylon 6,6. This is the question which is asked maximum number of times. Now, what do you have to pay attention to? The question. Write. When we are asking you, write the chemical reaction, you have to simply write down the reaction. Observe the reaction. Adipic acid is combining with hexamethylene diamine. It's forming an intermediate, that is nylon salt, and finally we are getting nylon 6,6, which is having an amide linkage. Now this is a 2-mark question wherein 1 mark will be given to the reactants here. Half a mark will be allotted to nylon salt and half a mark will be allotted to nylon 6,6. In case you have not written the pressure and the temperature condition, especially the temperature condition, half mark can be deducted in this answer. Let's move on to the next question. What are synthetic fibers? How is terylene prepared? Now this is a 3-mark question in which the first part is synthetic fibers. So simply the answer is synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. Here you score 1 mark. How is terylene prepared? Now when the question is having how, that means we have to write down the statement. That is, terylene is obtained by condensation polymerization of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid in the presence of a catalyst, that is zinc acetate antimony trioxide, at high temperature. So here this sentence will be allotted 1 mark and the last 1 mark will be given to the reaction. Observe the reaction. Ethylene glycol, terephthalic acid. I have circled the hydrogens in ethylene glycol and the OH in terephthalic acid. Just remove these molecules in the form of water, and finally what you get is an ester linkage wherein we are having terylene or decron getting formed, which is a very commercially important polyester. See the next question. Define fiber. It's a 1-mark question. So polymeric solids which form threads are called as fibers. See the next one. Write the names and chemical formulae of the chemical substances used in the preparation of nylon 6,6. This is October 2010 2 marks question. Now see, it's again nylon 6,6. Just the question has been changed, but it is pertaining to nylon 6,6. So it's hexamethylene diamine wherein we give the structure, half mark. Writing hexamethylene diamine, half mark. Adipic acid, writing adipic acid is half mark, and writing the formula is half mark. Let's move on to the next question. Give the chemical reactions involved in the preparation of terylene. Again it says clearly give the chemical reaction. So we have to simply write down the chemical reaction. This chemical reaction is repeated. Similar question was on top. How is terylene prepared? Let's move on to the next one. Write the chemical reaction to prepare Novolac polymer. Novolac is an intermediate of a bakelite. Starting materials, that is formaldehyde and phenol, is being taken, and we are getting 3 intermediates, out of which one is being selected over here, and from that we just go on removing water molecules so that we get the preparation of Novolac. Let's move on to the next question. How are polymers classified on the basis of polymerization process? 2-mark question. 3 modes are there. One is addition polymerization or chain growth polymerization, condensation polymerization or step growth polymerization, and lastly we are having ring opening polymerization. Now any 2 headings will be given half and half marks, so it comes out to be 1, but you have to write down the explanation. Okay, so you can write down the explanation on your own. Either you can take the example of polythene for addition polymerization. You can write that the same monomer unit goes on repeating, that is what is addition polymerization, whereas in condensation we have 2 different monomers reacting together, wherein a condensation reaction occurs by the removal of small molecules like water or methyl alcohol, and we get the final product. Here you can take the example of terylene itself. And the third one is ring opening polymerization, where we can take the example of nylon 6, which I will discuss later in this video. Let's move on to the next question. Write the structure of melamine. It's write the structure. You have to simply draw the structure over here, and I have already drawn the structure of melamine. It's a very simple one. Alternate nitrogen and carbons in a 6-membered ring, and wherever we are having the carbon, there you have to put amino group. So that's melamine. See the next one. Write names and chemical formula of the monomers used in preparation of Buna S. This is another molecule you will keep on getting it again and again. That's the polymer, that's Buna S. We have to write down the names, and the names of the monomers are styrene, which is also called as vinyl benzene or phenylethene, C6H5CH double bond CH2. And the other monomer is 1,3 butadiene. So I have drawn the structure of butadiene. Let's move on to the next question. How is nylon 6,6 prepared? That's the first part of the question. Earlier we have discussed write the chemical reaction of nylon 6,6. So how is it prepared? We have to write down the theory part. That is, the monomers adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine on mixing forms nylon salt, which upon condensation polymerization under conditions of high temperature and pressure gives the polyamide fiber nylon 6,6. After that you have to write down the reaction, which I have already written on top. I have repeated it here. Give any two uses of terylene. So terylene can be used for making wrinkle free fabrics by blending cotton with cotton, we can say that's terrycot, and by blending it with wool, that becomes terrywool. Used as glass reinforcing materials and in safety helmets. So these are the two uses right from the textbook. Let's go on to the next question. Explain with examples branched and linear polymers. This question can be framed in a different way also. I've discussed it later. So branched polymers, monomers which are having three functional groups or already have side chains, give rise to branch chain polymers. For example, we can have LDPE, that is low density polythene. Please draw the diagram also. See the next one, linear polymers. When monomer molecules are joined together in a linear arrangement, the resulting polymer is a straight chain polymer. We can simply write down that it's a straight chain polymer. That's it. Example, high density polythene, that is HDPE. Let's move on to the next one. What are biodegradable polymers and non-biodegradable polymers? And we have to write down one example. 2-mark question, half mark for writing biodegradable and half mark for writing what is non-biodegradable, and half mark each for the examples. The polymers which are attacked by soil microbes and get degraded to humus and do not pose pollution hazards are called as biodegradable synthetic polymers. Example, PHBV, that is polyhydroxybutyrate valerate. The second part is non-biodegradable polymers. Now, most synthetic polymers and plastics that cannot be degraded by microbes and stay in the environment for very long period of time, posing pollution problems, are called as non-biodegradable polymers. Example can be nylon 6,6. Let's move on to the next question. Write the reactions involved in the preparation of Teflon, Orlon and PVC. 3 marks question, you have to simply write down the reactions. Let's see the first one, Teflon. CF2 double bond CF2, that is tetrafluoroethene. This on polymerization in the presence of a peroxide is giving you Teflon. The next is polyacrylonitrile, that is PAN. In our textbook right now, in the present current syllabus, it is PAN, which is then converted to Orlon. So I have taken a PAN itself, that's acrylonitrile or vinyl cyanide, which on polymerization is going to give you polyacrylonitrile, and that is being converted to Orlon. Let's move on to the next one, PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride. Here we take vinyl chloride, on polymerization it's going to give you polyvinyl chloride. See the next question, write the reaction for the preparation of nylon 6. So here I have taken epsilon caprolactam. I have missed out on the name. Please guys write it down. It's epsilon caprolactam. Here we are going to rupture the ring. It's a ring opening one. So we have to break the ring between the amide linkage C double bond O NH. Here you break it, and then the chain straightens. That is C double bond O CH2 5 times and single bond NH. The temperature requirement is 533 to 543 Kelvin, and this reaction occurs in the presence of water. See the next one, write the formula of the raw material used for the preparation of Buna S. It's a repeated question. See the next one, explain the term homopolymers. 2 marks, we have to write at least 4 points here. Now we are having 3 points along with the example. Polymers which have only one type of repeating units are called as homopolymers. Now these are formed usually from a single monomer. In some cases, you will find out that the repeating unit is formed by condensation of two distinct polymers. But you should remember that it's the same one type of repeating unit. Okay. The example can be polythene or it can be nylon 6. The next one is how is nylon 6,6 prepared. You can refer question number 10. How is terylene prepared? Refer question number 2. Explain the preparation and uses of nylon 2, nylon 6. Now this was again in the old syllabus wherein the preparation was given. Now the question is carrying 3 marks. We simply have the monomers over here, that is glycine and epsilon amino caproic acid, and nylon 2, nylon 6 is a polyamide copolymer and it is a biodegradable polymer. Let's move on to the next one. A polymer which contains ester linkage. Again this is from the old syllabus wherein the answer is dextran. Now in our syllabus the one with the ester linkage is only terylene. So here instead of dextran we can have the answer as terylene. Define non-biodegradable polymer. Write the preparation of terylene. Again you can refer question number 12 and question number 2. Write the names and structures of monomers used in the preparation of nylon 6,6. You can refer question number 4. Write classification of polymers on the basis of structure. 3 marks question. You can refer question number 11 wherein we discussed linear polymers. We discussed branch polymers, and the third one is cross-linked polymers, which I have written over here. That is cross-linked or network polymers where we are having cross-links between linear chains. It's shown in the diagram wherein we are having the green colored ones which are forming the cross-links. Here the cross-linking will result in polyfunctional monomers, and we can be having the examples as bakelite and melamine. The last question here I have discussed is write the name of biodegradable polymer which is a copolymer and it's a polyamide. So the answer is nylon 2, nylon 6. The question can be twisted like this. Write the name of biodegradable polyester copolymer. Now when I say biodegradable polyester, so the answer for that would be PHBV, polyhydroxy butyrate valerate. I hope this video helps for your exam preparation. Thanks for watching my video.